Hey guys, welcome to QuadS Trading, and today we're going to go over the trades that we did on January the 7th. It was definitely not as busy as yesterday, but here we are. So Hoth pumped right here to 133%. So we entered here at a resistance point, which is we call an SS4 trade. As you can tell, it hit this resistance points many times and tanked up and down, but we didn't have any other strategies here, like no SS1s, 2s, or 3s. Then the stock pumped hard. And so we averaged up over here again. And as you can tell, it just came right back down. And this could have been an SS1 trade here because it did do one pump, two pump. But because we're already in the SS4, either way, even if you did a SS1, you would still been 22 cents profit per share. But as you can tell, it happens. Now tomorrow, this will probably, I can't guarantee anything, but it will probably just, the price will probably fall. It'll probably come down like this, and this is going to come up like that. And that's where we're going to meet here anyways. So sometimes going halfway is you break even, or sometimes you're slightly more profitable than going to the purple line when a stock does not tank right away. So that was our first trade of the day that we did. Now let's go to MDIA. This one here was a really quick one for the ones that were able to take it. Another resistance points right here. Stock pumped, boom, boom. You take it, and then if you were taking it here, you would have gone out like really quickly right here at 144 because you go at the high of this yellow one. As you can tell, the yellow kind of peaks right here. So there should be a yellow line like this at 144. Like that's your profit target right here. Well, at least your first one, conservative one, and this is your greedy one. So far in the past, let's say 4 or 5 days of trading, they've all hit this purple line here. So let's go to the next one, IMRX. This one here had some news from some clinical trial stuff, and we trade this one all the time. This one always does a pump and dump. However, full disclosure, I did stop myself out of this one, even though with the strategy that we shorted, definitely would not have been stopped out. The only reason why I did is because I checked the news after I took the position and I saw this was pumping, and I got out roughly around here on this candle here, and as you can tell, it did the system. You just gotta believe. So essentially, this here pumped, 73%. It just barely made my minimum by 2%. Usually I ask for at least 75%, but I took this anyways. And our stop loss on a single trade is $3.33. So my stop loss was way up here anyways. And so it went up. I stopped out. I lost maybe, I don't know, let's say $30. And it came right back down to where it should go. Right here, this line right here, midpoint, and our purple line. So no matter either way, this one did the exact system too. I got scared of the news. I'll be honest with you guys. Full disclosure, I don't sugarcoat everything, say we win all the trades, but with winning the other trades today, I think I'm down like $3. Next one is MSAI. This was a nice one. So this here is our textbook system one trade. It pumps once over here, pumps twice. This is not an entry because if you look, it has to go below the blue line. This one here closed at 332. This one here, the blue line is at 332, so it's not an entry. So you just wait till it comes up. I didn't see any critical resistance points, so that's why there's no entries here as an SS4. And it came back down, didn't close below here. This one here, it closed at 95. This is 94. So it didn't close there. It closed below right here. This is when you enter at 390. You cover at the midpoint and at this purple line right here. So that is a textbook SS1. And a lot of people are like, oh yeah, there's one more LIDR. See, another SS4 trade. It pumped. You take it right here on the way up. Next candle, it comes back down. Boom, right here, midpoint. Boom, right here, purple line. And you'll see these stocks, they will always hit these purple lines, almost always, except for December, because December was like a super bullish month. I'm not sure if it's like that every December, but next year I'll be taking the last 2 weeks of December off because these things were hitting midpoint out, instead of chasing this purple line here. But as you can tell, as soon as they hit these, they always pump a little bit more, and he hit it again over here. And then a lot of people are saying, hey, you know what, DAT, did we get into DAT? Uh, Whoops, that's DATS. The answer is no. There's no entry here for us. So for one, I don't trade afternoon. So after this candle right here, all this, no trade. Now you'll say, hey, look, there's a possible system one trade. It pumps once, it pumps twice, but the candle that closes below also closed below our first profit target. So this here is a no-go for us. And then from there, it just went nuts. There was a lot of resistance points, but like I said, I don't trade after 12. And this here is a nice resistance points. This one here actually should be orange like this. And I could have taken it here and hope for the best, but I don't trade after 12 p.m. Okay, and another one, people are like, oh, what about this one here? It pumped like crazy. You know what? It's aftermarket. I don't trade it. So this one here will probably come up like this, and in the next, like tomorrow, it'll probably pump up again. However, I looked at this one here on our stock analyzer. If you go like this, stock SANA, it's gonna analyze the stock for us. And you'll see here that we got a lot of red flags. Institutional ownership, 92%. That is extremely high. We definitely don't short those. It does need a little bit of cash. It is doing an offering, but the short interest, 23.3%. These two red flags is an absolute no-go. We do not trade this stock. And on top of that, it pumped because of clinical trials of a type 1 diabetes study. So sure, it may pump and then dump, but just because of the short interest and the institutional ownership, we didn't even look at this trade. As soon as I saw this, boom, done. But like even if you do, for example, stock DATS, like this stock analyzer is fantastic. It just gives you all the information you need for the penny stocks. So if you look over here, nothing, there's nothing of concern, nothing red. This one here, 10% short interest, it's not a big deal. It is yellow, but it's no big deal. And you can tell that it just pumped. It's probably going to dump tomorrow. What else have we got here? Stock MSAI. See, same thing here. See, it's all nice green, green, green. There's no cash. Short interest is very low. They all lose money. And the news, we don't really care about the news unless it's an FDA. So let's go stock. Which one did I say I was scared of? This one here, IMRX. We'll just analyze this one real quick, just to show you why. So everything looks good here, right? Everything looks good. Short interest is a little bit high on the 9%. Not a big deal. It's still a trade for us. These ones here, medium, high, high, and medium, which is really nice. All negative. But as soon as I saw this, cancer phase 2 trial, blah, 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 that's when I got scared and I stopped out for a loss of about $40. But as you can tell, the system worked on this one. Fantastic. We did not get stopped out. It was just, for me, a mental out just to be out. So anyways, that's it for this one. If you have any questions, do subscribe. Once we hit 100 subscribers, we will be giving away one free lifetime membership to our course. That includes all of these premium channels here. So anyways, that's it for this one. We'll see you in the next one.